This here is Jordan Edwards. Jordan was 15 years old, high school freshman in Dallas, Texas, in Balch Springs. Jordan was a straight-A student, and I'm not mentioning that because if he was a complete failure, he still wouldn't have deserved to be killed the way that he was. Straight-A students potentially would have gone on to be a high school valedictorian, captain of his football team. Has one of the best fathers I've ever met in my life. And I don't say that lightly. His father is one of the most loving fathers I have ever met in my entire life. Jordan went to a party that night. And before your mind starts going places about what type of party, it was a type of party 15-year-olds go to. One of the neighbors called the cops because of the disturbances from next door. An officer shows up to the scene by the name of Roy Oliver. Jordan was in the car with his brothers. As they heard the shots fired, everyone jumped in their cars and tried to get away, which is common sense. You would try to get away if you're hearing gunshots fired from wherever you are. The last thing Jordan saw in his life was he looked over as Officer Roy Oliver came to the passenger window where he was sitting. Jordan looked, and what he saw in his face was the barrel of an AR-15. The last word that Jordan uttered was "duck" to his brothers. And Officer Roy Oliver began to unload a long rifle, this Iraqi military veteran, into the head of a 15-year-old boy. His brothers literally saw his brains blown out. They still talk about seeing the smoke coming out of their brother's head. Not only that, they were taken into custody and questioned all night and interrogated as if they had done something wrong. The first report, the officer said that the car was backing up violently. Then when the body cam footage showed otherwise, the police chief said, "I misspoke." The car actually wasn't moving violently at all. They then started to cast this image of Jordan that maybe he was this thug, maybe he was drinking, maybe he was being abrasive and aggressive. The autopsy showed no alcohol in his body. He did absolutely nothing wrong but being a 15-year-old black boy in this racist country. It's been 1 year. Roy Oliver walks free. The trial starts this summer. I want you to say his name as loud as you can. Jordan Edwards. The first time I met his father and hugged him, Odell said to me, "I did everything I was supposed to do. What did I do to have to bury my 15-year-old son?" Played sports with him, tutored him after school, spent time with him every day. His other sons can't sleep at night with the lights off anymore. Grown teenagers. What was I supposed to do?